I gotta say, it's been a blast. You know, I always get so anxious when Extra Life season comes around because for me, you know, I'm an entertainer at heart. I'm a performer. I always want to put on a good show. I always want to be funny. I always want to be welcoming. I always want to make everyone have a good time. So when Extra Life rolls around, I know we get a big turnout. We get a lot of viewers, more than our average. Because, like I said, Extra Life is like the one thing every year where we all kind of congregate together, reminisce about the old times, laugh at some new memories. We all get together and everything else. We have so many people come through this weekend that are really big supporters of Extra Life. They come out, you know, they've been in the community for years, and maybe they don't watch as much anymore. That's okay. You know, people's tastes change, and they move on to other things. Maybe they got busy with work or something. They got busy in life, and that's okay. But they still make it a point to come back every year for Extra Life on Gatorbox. There's a lot of people doing Extra Life that you can watch, and you guys come back to watch Gatorbox, and that's really cool. That's really cool. So, you know, I'm just flabbergasted. We smashed last year's record. I was kind of worried because, you know, the United States economy is not doing so hot right now. It's not good. It's kind of in the shitter. And, you know, people don't really have a lot of spare money. They don't have a lot that they can afford to contribute or donate or whatever. We barely got money to buy things for ourselves. We barely got money for rent and shit like that, guy. I mean, that's how bad it is. But the fact that you guys still found it within your budget to contribute to Extra Life this year, and not only contribute to Extra Life this year, but contribute and set a new Gatorbox record. That's astounding. That's astounding. Even in the face of the decline of late-stage capitalism, or whatever you want to call it, even in the face of that, we're still coming out and we're still kicking ass. So you guys are all heroes. We're all heroes tonight. All of us. It takes a village. You know, me for putting on the marathon and getting it done, doing all the games and attracting all the eyeballs and getting the word out there. And you guys for bringing in the donations, bringing in your friends, you know, sharing the news and stuff like that. Everyone marking their calendars. It takes all of us to make this happen. So I'm just the guy who does the speed runs, and you know, I got my controller here. I'm just the guy that does the speed runs and the challenges. It falls on you guys. There's a big burden on you guys as well to be part of this marathon, and I'm glad it went off without a hitch, because I always get nervous leading up to Extra Life. I get antsy and restless, especially the day before. You know, I tried to lay down. I usually go to bed around midnight, but I wake up at 9:30, 10 o'clock most days, except for the days I have work. I wake up earlier. But, you know, I tried to lay down and go to sleep at 10 o'clock the Friday before Extra Life started, before Saturday. So I took... my doctor prescribed me trazodone to help me sleep. It doesn't really work. Maybe it's not a high enough dosage. I don't know. But I took the trazodone. I took 2 trazodone tablets and 2 melatonin supplements to try to get my ass to go to sleep on time for Friday night. And I was still tossing and turning for like an hour and a half. So I don't even know what to tell you. But I get so anxious because I'm excited in a good way. It's like when you can't sleep before Christmas Day as a kid, when it's Christmas Eve, and you know you got to get all those presents downstairs, and presents you haven't even seen because Santa Claus hasn't come yet. So you know that there's going to be even more stuff under the tree in the morning, and you're just so excited. You want to see it. So that's the way I feel about Extra Life, because I know we're going to come together, we're going to play these games, we're going to have fun, we're going to raise a lot of money for sick kids, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We have come a long way since the first Extra Life streams where I was like $250, $300, $150. You know, when back then I was like, hey, all right, we did it. But now, $2,600 plus, I'm like, fuck it, hey man, let's do it. Let's do even more next year. So it's great. It feels good, makes me happy, and I'm glad I get to share something special like this with you guys, because Gatorbox has been my main social anchor for a long time. You guys are all fantastic people. You guys are my friends. We've known each other for years, and we all hang out and goof off and shitpost in this stream. So you guys are all wonderful people as well. So thank you so much. But now it's time to do some final donations and some tallying up. So I've got my Twitch dashboard for earnings open, and I'm seeing over the weekend of November 4th and 5th, it appears that in terms of subscriptions, well, I didn't run any ads this marathon because ads don't pay anything, and I don't fucking care about ads. No one wants to see ads. Ad block my channel, please. So between subs and bits, we got $25.55. So if you give me a second, I need to get back to my page. So, check for any last minute donations. No, okay. So Twitch subs and bits, $25.55 is the final donation of the marathon. So as we are closing things out, the final grand total is $2,680.86. That is a new Gatorbox Extra Life Marathon record. That is a new record. New record! So, guys, bigger and better than last year. It says the little percent tracker I can see on my end. It says, you've raised 134% of your goal. We went above and beyond. We knocked it out. You know, I was concerned when I talked about the economy hitting a downturn, and I set the goal at $2,000. I was a little apprehensive. I was like, maybe I should set it at $1,000 this year because money's tight for a lot of people. But I was like, well, we hit $2,000 the past 3 years in a row, so maybe we can do it a fourth year. I wasn't sure. I wasn't really sure. I set it at $2,000, and guys, you knocked it out of the park. You really did. And really, get this. We just keep hitting home runs. Really, I set the donation goal at $2,000 this year, but really, it only needed to be $910, because not only did we smash last year's record and set a new personal best for the community, guys, on day one, when we crossed over the $1,000 barrier, we reached a major milestone. This channel is going to receive the Extra Life Lifetime Achievement Award for raising over $10,000 across all of our marathons. And that's only within the past couple of years we really did it. But we've gotten so big and so badass that we are blowing the roof off this joint. All we needed to do was, I think we were like 910 and change away from reaching the $10,000 goal. I don't know where it is on the Extra Life page, so I don't know what our current lifetime total is. But we reached it, and Extra Life is going to be sending out a special medal, and I'll see if I can make another one of those picture frames up there that I hang my medals on. When the medal comes in, I will do a Gator unbox for it. And I know they send the medal to me because it's my channel and it's my Extra Life page, but that medal is for all of you guys as well. Everybody. And I'm not just the people who donated, because like I said, even if you're just watching the videos on YouTube, I keep track of that ad revenue, and I donate it every year. So even if you can't donate and you just watch on YouTube and you just hang out, you're still a fraction of that starting pot donation is you. So you're still a part of that. This is an award for all of us, for everybody in Gatorbox. This is our award, and we earned it this year. We hit that homer. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it, and that is a coveted award for Extra Life. Not a lot of people have earned it. You know, usually it takes a tech crew and it takes a popular streamer to knock out of the park and earn the Lifetime Achievement Medal. It took us a few years. It took us 11. But we got there in the end. Slow and steady wins the race. All you got to do is believe in yourself, put on a fantastic show, put your best foot forward, knock out those speed runs, and it helps to have a fantastic fucking community too. That's you guys. That's all you guys. So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are a part of my life. Brings a tear to my eye. Literally, it does. It does. I'm just not getting emotional right now because I've got 10 cheeseburgers ravaging their way through my intestines right now. Now it's time for my favorite part of the marathon, is where we find out what our ranking is. So I am going to take a look at the rank. Okay. So, on the Extra Life for everybody doing Extra Life, this is the universal leaderboard, the main player leaderboard. Gatorbox is 425th place. We're just $4 behind 424th place. That's it. And we're only a buck ahead of 426th place. But taking a look at who's on there, it looks like there is an esports league that's nearby, but it looks like a lot of individual people here. So we're hanging tough. I don't recognize any names here, but we're hanging tough at 425. We're kicking ass. Let's go to state and province now. Texas. All right, here we are for Texas. For Texas, we are 31st in the state, in the entire fucking state of Texas. Guys, that's the biggest state in the United States. I know Alaska's bigger, but most of Alaska is fucking frozen wasteland. So in terms of livable space, that doesn't count. Texas is the biggest state, and we are 31st in there. Looking at who else is there, there's looks like there's ATX Guild, which is a group that's raising money, so we're slightly ahead of them. A couple of family guys, a lot of gamers with beards. I don't know why that's the look, but it is what it is. And now it's time to find out. I think we all know where this is going. For Driscoll Children's Hospital, guys, what is this? Since I've been aware of the leaderboards, I think this is the 4th year in a row. We are number 1 for Driscoll Children's Hospital. We knocked it out of the park again. A+, 10 out of 10. We nailed it. We came together. We knocked it out. We're, for the 4th year running that I've been aware of these rankings, we are number 1 for the literal hospital that saved my brother's life. That's fucking cool, man. That's really cool. It means a lot to me that we're able to do this. Really does. Really does. You know, I remember when Reflex was in that hospital, I kept all my visitors passes. This was like 2004, so he was it was just past his 8th birthday, because my visitors passes are close to my birthday in April. His birthday's in March, so he was just barely 8 years old, and he was already having life-saving surgery. Like, kids shouldn't have to go through that kind of shit. They shouldn't have to, but if they do, they deserve to have the utmost, best possible care so that they can pull through. And that's what Driscoll does. That's what Driscoll does. And that money is going to ensure that they can do for another family what they did for mine all those years ago. So it's coming up on, I think it's been 19 years since Reflex was in Driscoll Children's Hospital. Almost 20 years, almost 2 entire decades. And we've been doing Extra Life for 11 years. So that means that for 8 years, I kind of floundered on how I could repay Driscoll for helping us out the way they did, for saving my brother's life. And we did Extra Life, and now I've been doing Extra Life for longer than it took me to find Extra Life. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? What's next for Gatorbox, and what's next for Extra Life? All I can say is stay tuned. Because first things first is I am going to go to sleep, and I'm turning off my alarm tomorrow. I'm turning it off so I can sleep in and not be disturbed. But when it comes down to next year's Extra Life, same time, same place. We'll have some more old favorites on the schedule. We'll have some new games on as well. Emporio suggested maybe promoting games that we featured previously as game challenges, promoting them up into full games like Skyblazer and some of the other games that we've played. And I think that's a cool idea. I can go back on YouTube and look at games that we have done and see which ones might be feasible to flesh out into a full speed run and bring them back up. So So yeah, I mean, we can see what's going on. Buster Keaton Rule says, random thought, since we're raising funds for a hospital, I feel like we should probably feature that one really weird ER hospital-themed game that had us enter people's bloodstream and shooting all the bacteria Star Fox style. Oh! 3D Body Adventure, the emergency room game. Yeah, one of the guys we rescue is Obama, another one is Scatman John. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I'm surprised we haven't featured it. I'm looking at the icon on my desktop right now. It's next to 3D Dinosaur Adventure. Same developer. We can feature 3D Body Adventure next year. That's a quick speed run. That's like a 5-minute speed run, so we can feature it. At the end of the marathon, when all's said and done, technically our marathon's kind of gone on for a little bit longer than most people's, because I don't do the 24 hours nonstop anymore. My body can't take it, and it's bad for viewership, because I don't want you guys to feel groggy and sleepless because you stayed up with me. It's so much easier to split the marathon into 2 12-hour things, and it's worked out since we started splitting it. We started raising more money, so it's got to be working. But yeah, we break it in half, and that way more people can see it, more people can enjoy it. I get a nice rest in the middle of it, and it all works out. So when all's said and done this year, we're looking at $2,680.86. New Gatorbox Extra Life record. So get ready for next year, because next year we're gonna get 2681. You just watch. And in terms of challenges, you guys unlocked 26 challenges. I completed 18 of them. I won 18 and I lost 8. That's a pretty good turnout for game challenges, I gotta say. Pretty good. In our ranking, overall 425th. Super proud of that. Maybe next year we'll crack 400. Who knows? We've been moving up every year. Every year we raise more. Every year our rank gets higher. We are unstoppable. And we're, like I said, we're a small community. I'm just one guy, and we're kicking it with the big dogs up there. We're kicking it with like guilds and leagues and people that have a stream technical crew and stuff like that. We don't got any of that. I push all the buttons on this. I got a laptop where I can watch chat. You know, this is high tech, okay? You know, that's what I got. So, 425th, fantastic. I'm elated. Next year we're going to do even better. 424th or bust. In Texas, we're 31st. I think last year we were like 34th. So our rank has gone up. We've gone up in rank in Texas. Texas is a big state. A lot of people in Texas. Big population. So I don't know how many people are on the Extra Life tracker for Texas, but there's at least 31 of them. And we're 31st. And then for Driscoll, first place, 4 years in a row. Couldn't be happier. Could not be happier. My family is going to be really excited to hear how well the marathon went. They're going to be really happy to hear that we were #1 again for Driscoll Children's Hospital. They're going to be over the moon. And a lot of people in my personal life are excited to hear how the marathon went. They want to hear the stories. They want to hear about the fails. They want to hear about the victories. So I'm going to have stories to tell. And that's thanks to you guys and all your challenges and your donations and your generosity, coming out and watching this stream, telling your friends about it, spreading the word. We made it all happen. So I keep all my little sheets of paper in a folder. So this is going in the folder with Extra Life 2022, 2021, all those other ones. This is something to look back on when I'm old and gray. I'll find these. I'll be like, man, I remember that marathon. That's when I ate 10 cheeseburgers because I'm an idiot. So, that said, it's time to say goodnight, you guys. It's time to say goodnight. Ness is tired. She's been up too. She's been watching these games. It's taxing for her just to watch all these games. So, I'm gonna cut it here. Flux with a bunch of Yoshi emotes. Eepy horde. Very eepy. Very eepy. So it's time to go to bed. So thank you all one last time. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for coming out and spending the weekend with me and helping support a fantastic, honorable cause. Means the world to me. Means a lot to my family. Means a lot to Reflex. You know, it's a big deal, and it's been a big deal. That's why this is our 11th year doing it, and already time to start planning for a number 12. So it's the way it goes. So thank you so much. Good night. God bless. I love you all. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys in the Discord for memes and stuff like that. This will start going up on YouTube relatively soon. I'll start cutting it together. Of course, I'll start working on it sometime this week, and it'll start being uploaded next week or something like that. So we'll figure that out. So good night. I'll see you guys in the Discord, and of course I'll see you guys back here Friday for some more Goosebumps. Good night. Thanks for checking out this video by Gatorbox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/Gatorbox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/Gatorbox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.